Tyrion too strong today, but we need Harrison Jones to make it work. But anyway, let's move along with the Deckdoctor decks instead of screwing around with that. So we have Ocean Chum. Try this one. Kind of dumb, though. Oh, God. People don't want to see dumb stuff, man. They just saw me trying to play dumb stuff. Ocean Chum, what are you doing, man? They're just going to think I'm a really bad streamer. And we got all of Ponyhoff's viewers, too. And they're probably thinking, oh, this Firebat kid's really bad. Why are we watching him? I'm sorry, guys. I promise I know how to play. Alright, let's see what we could do here. We got an Echo Mage by Ocean Chum. We got Frostbolts. We got Doomsayers. This doesn't look dumb, man. This looks echoey. Alright, Mad Scientists. Seems good. All of these cards so far are cards that are pretty sweet. Arcane Intellect. That's also a really good card. We got Dupe. Spelled correctly is like this. And we have Effigies. Effigies kind of sketchy in the Echo Mage, that's for sure. We're going to see how it works, though. But I've never seen an Effigy in a high-level Echo Mage before. But you might be breaking the meta, man. Definitely worth looking into. I guess it works well because you run lots of big minions? I guess. Let's see. Because we have, like, Giants and Alexstrasza. So, I mean, when you effigy a giant, it just revives the giant to life. I like that. What's better than giants? More giants, you know? Double Echo is usually pretty greedy. Hopefully we're able to stay alive. That's my big concern, is just staying alive. Usually when people try and make these super control decks, they're really, really good at killing people in the late game. Just the problem is getting to the late game consistently. Alright. I have this card. I'm surprised about that. Alright. Both's another questionable card in your deck. We may need to cut some of these less than extraordinary late game cards for something that can help us survive a little bit longer in the early game. Because Both's great for keeping you alive, right? It's a 3/9 at health. But it can help you from burn damage and things like this. But what's better than like staying alive by playing a late game taunt or a late game minion is simply staying alive by being able to help controller the board a little bit earlier on, usually. But maybe both is just the key. I like the balls that you have, man. Putting in both, that is some balls. So I appreciate that. Alright, Alexstrasza. Let's see what we can do here, man. Both also works good with Effigy, so I see some synergies happening here. Plus, you could have infinite Boths. And then your opponent could hit you in the face and damage all of them at once. Alright, now let's see how we can survive. We have Doomsayers, we have Frostbolts, we got Scientists, we got a pretty sick early package there. On the turn 3, we kind of fall off on survivability, and then turn 4, we only have Polymorph removal. Oftentimes these decks start cutting things like Fireball because they're like, we don't need to do face damage. But you gotta also think Fireball is really good at just killing random shit. So, we have a greedy Echo Mage, and we're gonna see how if we live the early game, if we find our early cards, we are gonna shit on people, and it's gonna be a blast. So I'm excited for that. Hopefully we stay alive and get there. Alright. One Belcher, too. Double Flame Strike helps, though. Because we're kind of surrendering the board a little early, and then we got the double Flame Strike to try and catch back up. It could pay out for us. Stealthy Bat just subscribed. What's up, Stealthy Bat? Thanks for subscribing, dude. The Deckdoctor queue currently is full, so I apologize. We can't actually edge the Deckdoctor queue. I have to go out looking at real estate later, so I can't stream too long today, unfortunately. We could even just keep the whole Frost Nova Doomsayer combo. I don't feel too bad about it. I don't feel great about it. But if it is Zoo or something, it kind of helps out. Sometimes you want to be laying Doomsayer out on 2, though. We got to think also we want to be hero powering a lot because we have Frost Giant in our deck. So we got to take our early turns to have the hero power button happening. Oh, thanks, Stealthy Bat. I appreciate that, dude. Good name, by the way. I like it. It's really stealthy and batty. I like it. It's like mine, except more stealth, less fire. I dig it, you know?
I greet you.
Alright, Let's get this scientist out here, I think this will confuse him, help hold the board, do stuff. Haxer Hughes just got Scamats for $3. Love the streams. Do you still accept subs for Deckdoctor as well? Let me end my turn, and then I will look at your message, man. It only flashed on the screen for a brief moment. My Twitch alerts thing got disconnected. Love the stream. Do you still accept subs for Deckdoctor as well as $10 donations? Also, could you show that cool Control Hunter deck that you were using the other week with Deadly Shot and Ball of Spiders? Chat spam smork. I don't have it anymore, so I can't really show it. I could try and make something like that at the end of the stream. But unfortunately, right now, the Deckdoctor queue is full, so not accepting any donations for it at the moment. But Thursday, if you come back, I start at around 7 a.m. Eastern Time, and I will be doing Deckdoctor again on Thursday, so you can get involved then. But today, the stream's got to be kind of short, so I didn't want to overextend the queue, so I could meet with my realtor and find a place to live. So, got to do that today. Where is music? I would like Spotify, Pandora, YouTube. You can find music on those sites. It's pretty good. Alright, what secret do we have up? We have that up. So that's not very helpful with that. I think we just want to be taking the slow game here. I'm just going to try and ping this twice to reduce the damage, I guess. Wait till turn 5 to try and get this off and accomplish something there. And I guess I don't mind taking damage here to try and get this guy ready. There's an Argus in his deck. I think it needs Reno. Or actually, he got the zombie chow off Dark Peddler. So he could be any kind of warlock. Alright, I kind of like getting this duplicate up. This way, we can Doomsayer Frostnova on turn 5, and then if he manages to kill the Doomsayer by some sort of magical way, we get another Doomsayer back so that we can then Doomsayer Frostnova again. So the double clear. He does appear like he could be Zoo, he could be Reno Lock. Probably not Reno Lock because he's got 2 peddlers, so I'm thinking more on the Zoo side, but now he's tapping, so I'm thinking more on the Reno side. Now I see an egg, more on the Zoo side. We're going back and forth with this. Do I want to clear here? I think I want to clear next turn. I think I want to just Frostnova this turn. And ping. I could just Ice Block this turn. He's got 3, 6, 7, 8, so I'm not dying this turn. I want to Frostnova Doomsayer next turn so I can set up for a Flame Strike clear after the fact, and I want to get into a situation where I can Flame Strike and play Molten Giants, so I want to take enough damage so that after I get healed up for 5, I can then Molten Giant. So I'm going to try and do that by just doing this. And I want to continue pinging to get my Frost Giant down. So I think it's too early to rush the Frostnova Doomsayer. We could get punished here by things like Lotheb. Would be a big bummer. Stuff like that. Shouldn't have pinged the egg. I can't ping it again next turn, so it doesn't seem very relevant. What is he doing? Let's go, log. Man, so many death rattle things. It's okay because we have the Flame Strike after the Frost of a Doomsayer clear. We're setting it up, man. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to Flame Strike and play Molten Giant unless he were to put a little more face damage on us. Alright. Frostnova, Doomsayer. See if he's got the owl here. Hopefully not. Why not ping the face? I only have 1 mana, so can't ping anything. And generally speaking, I don't like pinging the face with these sort of decks because we run 8/8s, so 1 damage isn't going to make or break anything. It's going to be, can we establish the board of 8/8s or not? That's really going to be the deciding factor in the game. Interesting. Alright. Let's get that guy out there, huh? Flame Strike doesn't seem too appealing here. We want to use it to be able to make the trade of our Molten Giant into the Doom Guard, most likely. So I think we're going to do that. And then... if we had pinged the egg earlier, we could ping it again in Frost Nova. You guys were onto something. That would have been sick here, honestly. You guys were right. Twitch chat. So smart. Instead, I guess I'm pinging face because there's not much I can accomplish. I could try and ping this, but I want to Flame Strike next turn. So, yup. Not pinging the egg is pretty costly here, honestly. Alright, we're just gonna ping and Frost Nova. Alright. Next turn is the big ol' Flame Strike, heal for 5, make this a 4/4, make this a 1/1 sort of turn. We could try and just go face and race him. I don't know. I don't know about that line. We're probably gonna just trade into this Doom Guard after this Flame Strike. We could just trade here and pop that guy and play a Sylvanas. Let ourselves get popped. We could play a heal bot and ping. Hold the Flame Strike a little bit longer. I don't like that. I feel like that's going to lead to our Mountain Giant getting value traded by this. I think we just take the Flame Strike value while we got it. And kill the Doom Guard. And he can pop us, but hopefully we're able to heal enough out of it. If he's popping us, he's hopefully not taking care of it. Oh, even if he takes care of this, we get it back. So it's really hard for him to kill this 8/3, huh? So like, unless he pops us with like an Argus by Argusing up these two, we should be in a good position to be okay here. I think we got a shot. All right. What do you got, Coach?
So
definitely not enough, man. This is like the most thoughtful zoo player I've ever played against. Alright, that's enough to pop me. That's more than enough to pop me. It's gonna kill the giant. It's not gonna kill the giant. Is he gonna kill the giant? Kill the giant, man. The giant wants to die. Damn. Alex Strauss is pretty cool. That's the top deck. Alright. I want to take care of this, I guess. This does as much damage as the 4/4 does because it's buffing two things, and also could do more things by helping him with trades and such. And keeping this alive as an 8/1 is pretty cool because it incentivizes him trading into it, and then if he trades into it, all the secrets go wild on him. He's got 8, so he needs to find 7. So like a second Doom Guard could really lead to disaster, but hopefully he doesn't find it, then we can heal for 16 and be okay.
So many possibilities.
Not double PO. No. 1 PO, 2 PO. Damn, that's GG. Yep. Alright, something we were missing here that's really cool with these sort of decks, especially if we're running Effigy and Duplicate, which are both secrets that trigger when your opponent trades into your minions. We need some way to give our giants taunt so that our opponent can then trade into them, trigger our secrets, and let us win the game. So I'd really like to see a Sun Fury Protector in here over something. So Sun Fury Protector I think Frost Giant is a bit too greedy and a bit too slow. It takes forever to get off the ground. We want to do the Moltens. I think it's two separate game plans for the Frost or the Moltens. And making us have to hero power all the time isn't something we really want to do with the deck. And you saw that game, we hero powered a boatload, and the cost of the Giant was still too damn high. While Molten Giant was able to be played almost immediately. So I like the Molten Giant a little bit better. I think we're going to probably want Explosive Sheeps to help us with the early game. That's some way we can avoid dying on the earlier turns. So if there's anything we could do here, I think Flame Strike's a bit too slow. We can't really play much with Flame Strike, whereas with Explosive Sheep we can play a lot of things, and oftentimes you get to a board state where Explosive Sheep's good enough to clean it up. So I'd like to see Explosive Sheep, and what else could we cut maybe for another one? I think Bolf is a little bit too hot and heavy, but I don't think Explosive Sheep's the replacement for it. I think we want another Belcher. And again, the reason being is because Belcher forces action of your opponent. It forces your opponent to be trading into you. If he's trading into you, then your secrets of duplicate and effigy can actually happen. If you have Bolf out, Bolf encourages him to ignore the minion and hit you in the face. Because it when they hit you in the face, it takes damage. So they're going to just totally ignore the minion and hit you in the face, which I guess could force the Bolf to die. So I guess it works kind of the same way, but you're taking face damage, and Belcher makes it so you don't take face damage with it. So I kind of like Belcher a little bit more in the place of Bolf, because you're not taking face damage while also forcing the secrets to happen, and you just really need stuff that forces secrets to happen so we could actually force stuff to start happening, you know? I want to fit another Explosive Sheep in, but I'm not sure what we're supposed to do that. We could cut a Frostbolt for a second Explosive Sheep. Just be a higher impact card since Frostbolt only kills one minion. Explosive Sheep does the same effect as Frostbolt basically to a lot of minions. And normally I only like one Echo, but I think it's cool running the two Echoes. I think you should be able to find it annoying enough at times. Make it all one-ofs and put in Reno? I don't know, we could do that, but that seems sketchy. Bolf was the cool card. Everyone knows Bolf is bad, man. I don't know. Alright. Double Ice Block. Is that the correct secret train we want to be doing? Because can you really even benefit from the second Ice Block? I guess because you heal up so often? Yeah, I can get behind that. Alright, I want to try it one more time, because Echo Giants Mage is something I'm not really too familiar with. I'm not an expert on it, so since I'm not an expert on it, we're going to give this guy double value, and we're going to try another Doctor on Echo Mage. Hopefully we're able to get a win this time. Put both back in. Guys, I will stand against this riot for both, and you guys are going to lose this riot. Like, we could fight all day. I'm not putting both back in. Animated Armor is a good suggestion. Why Thorson? He's got a lot of high-costy things. Alright, let's get rid of all of this stuff and try and look for Doomsayers and things we can clear the board. There's a good hand. Like, Echo plus anything is a combo, so that's good. If he gets a Mirror Entity down, this Doomsayer is going to be disgusting. He's gonna get a secret down. Hopefully it's Mirror Entity and we can make something happen with this Doomsayer. So, if I play Doomsayer into Mirror Entity, he gets the Doomsayer, and then the Doomsayer fires at the beginning of his turn, which is not on my turn, so then my secrets can proc. So, if I threw a Doomsayer into a Mirror Entity, whatever's on the field for me is gonna get duplicated. I think actually it would duplicate the Doomsayer then, because the Doomsayer would be my last played minion, so then his Doomsayer would go off, killing my Doomsayer, giving myself two Doomsayers if this is duplicate. Or if it's Effigy, it would fire Effigy, so then I'd get a 2-drop back. Although it's Ice Block, so we don't need to worry about all that nonsense. Alright, test for Counterspell. Not Counterspell. So, we'll get 2 Doomsayers, so then we can do this. Might be good. I don't really want to Doomsayer or nothing, so I think I'll just ping past.
What to do? What to do?
Alright, I want to play Emperor next turn, so I think I'm just going to drop this Doomsayer out here and let the magic happen. And so I'm going to get Doomsayers back, so I'm going to have the Frost Nova double Doomsayer turn eventually. And the reason why I want to do Frost Nova double Doomsayer in the same turn is so that you can't Fireball ping off my Doomsayer and make it useless. So, getting all of that Emperor discounted, I'm making the Frost Nova double Doomsayer combo actually quite flexible, which would be pretty nice. So, pretty sweet.
You want it? I got it.
So, Emperor Thorstein. Alright, what is he thinking about? 0 mana card, huh? What? Oh, he's got the portal card. That's what he was thinking about. Okay, good. Alright. Now we set up our sick, eventual hard AoE reset. So we want to do that sometime before we drop Giants down. Or if we find another Frost Nova, we could actually do it with the Echo of Medivh and get another hardboard reset. So that's kind of cute. No, that's a good poly target, I guess. He's got a big ass hand. Oh my god, the second Echo is not very good here. We at least have a lot of health and a lot of time, so we can be kind of patient with it. Uh-oh. This could be a lot of damage, I'm guessing. A Rut-Row. Oh, what is this? Maybe a counterspell? Well... Counterspell, huh? Well, if it's Mirror Entity, we can Explosive Sheep him. If it's counterspell, we have to use Frost Nova and then Flame Strike, I guess. Which then breaks up our Frost Nova double Doomsayer combo, which would be kind of bad for us. We can do Explosive Sheep, Echo, Explosive Sheep, Ping. Potentially clean up the whole board. I think we'll just do this and Flame Strike. I don't want that Flame Waker living forever. I feel like that'll kill me. And I feel like this has to be a counterspell.
I wonder.
Because if it's not a counterspell, like he's expecting the Doomsayer to be played here then. What the fuck?
The end is coming!
Strange. Strange for sure. I could try and guarantee that it goes off by playing the other one and then duping them. Well, I mean, it's already guaranteed to go off. I don't know why I played the other one. That was stupid. Oh my god! Alright, I need to get kicked off Archon. That was bad. Holy crap. I don't know, man. I don't... This deck's hard, guys. Just calm down. Alright, so it wasn't a counterspell. We figured it out. We didn't waste that many resources. Just a lot. We traded a 2-mana Doomsayer, or 1-mana Doomsayer for a 2-mana Doomsayer. I thought it was a good trade. Amaz brought the trade to me. He was like, do you want to trade me your 1-mana Doomsayer? I'll give you a 2-mana one. And I was like, I don't know, man. It seems kind of scammy. And he was like, nah, man, trust me. So, shit happens, you know. Alright, I think we'll just double Doomsayer again. Seems pretty sweet to me. Set this up to die to the explosive sheep ping if we want that to happen. And then we'll just hold back on doing something. Everyone makes mistakes. It's okay. The end is coming. And this is, these Doomsayers are going to go off much more likely because we've paid more mana for them. That's really the next level tactic there. We've invested a lot more in these Doomsayers, so they will work. I don't want some cheap-ass off-brand Doomsayer for 1 mana. Not the real thing. You know what I mean? Alright, let's try and gain a bunch of life. Do we have Arcane Intellects in this deck? We do. We have not found any Arcane Intellects yet. Man, Arcane Intellects and Giants and stuff would be pretty sweet to find right about now. By the way, this guy's deck is the weirdest Tempo Mage ever. He's playing so slow with 9 cards in his hand, just really playing around AoEs. I guess that's how you play the matchup, but really slow. Is there a win condition in this deck? Yeah, we just haven't drawn it. It's Giants, man. We're playing a Giants Mage. You wouldn't know it. But eventually we're going to play 2 Giants, Echo and Medieval, and play 2 more Giants. Then our opponent's going to cry. Alright, let's get to work on pinging that Lotheb to death. Do I want to play this Belcher? With no duplicate, the Belcher doesn't seem to accomplish much besides dying and saving me life, but I have plenty of life at the moment, so I think we can actually hold back the Belcher, try and get it in a dupe turn, and maybe make some more Belchers. Belcher babies. Alright. What do you got? Dude, he changed his deck. He's playing Echo Mage 2 now. What is this? The cheats. Hosky just subscribed. Thanks for subscribing, dude. Welcome to the Batcave team thing. I appreciate the support. Alright, we're gonna need this Belcher now to help us not get into a range where we can just get fireballed to death, because that would suck. So, I did want to dupe it, but now let's just avoid death. And then next turn we have the Flame Strike, Explosive Sheep, Ping, deal a bunch of damage to the whole board. I'm saying dupe is in like Echo and Mediving it. Sorry, man. It's a copy effect, dupe effect, same sort of thing. Either way, you're making Belcher babies, so works good. Ugly little children.
What to do?
And pass to play around overextending into the Flame Strike. And then no. Wonder what's in his hand, man. It's so confusing. I know it's not in mine. We don't have any damn Giants. No Giants, no card draw yet. We'll find it. We'll find it. I believe. We have another board clear ready to go. And we can copy the board clear if we feel so inclined. If he gets a secret off that, it's likely to be counterspell. We finally have a giant, and we can copy it. We can wait until we have 2 giants and copy them, or we can just play the 1 giant now. I think we should wait a little bit. Let's just try and ping this guy down, keep it a reasonable size, and then try and go for a super greedy Echo, I think. Yeah, we'll slow play this guy. He's only got 1 fireball left in his deck, 2 frostbolts. So he's got 12 damage of reach. So he shouldn't really be able to pop us too comfortably here. Oh, he has that card too. Forgot about that. He can pop us here. Now we need to find a heal for sure. He was popping us regardless if we killed that scientist or not, I think. Alright, we get popped at 3 though. We got another block. We got a heal bot in the deck. We can find some heals, echo some heals, and heal forever, you know? Not too worried about it. We probably want to do this and do ice block and echo. So ice block seems good here. He's got a fireball and a frostbolt left. No, he doesn't have a fireball left. He's got only a frostbolt left for reach. So maybe he can't even pop us here, you know? So let's just echo this and then play another one. Seems alright. And then ping this. Alright, so we got 16 damage staring him in the face now. So we got 2 turns to kill him. He's got 2 turns to kill us. If he can pop us here. So his 2 turns happen half a turn faster though, so we're behind the 8 ball on this one. Top deck's Flamewaker isn't enough to make it happen for him. He runs Blizzard in his deck. Strange choice, working out very well for you here today though. We can't kill it. He didn't pop us though, that's the upside. Wow. We could lose all of our giants and then try and win in fatigue with Alexstrasza here. If we just want to double sheep ping. We could just Belcher. We could sheep ping Belcher. That's probably a little cleaner. Get rid of these and play Belcher. We could just play Belcher, ping that, and lay a sheep out there. No. I want to kill this because I don't want to get popped, right? But honestly, how much spells does he have left? He's got Portal, which doesn't kill us, which may be able to do the thing with the stuff. And other than that, he's got Frostbolt. So, I mean, and maybe a Missiles. I think maybe we got to take the risk here and just leave up the Flamemaker, save the sheep for a little more impactful play, and just do this little ping here and hopefully you don't get popped.
Time runs out on me.
It's a big risk, but there's a big reward at the end of this. Where am I from? I'm from Michigan, man. The Motor City, Detroit. Motown. Not from Motown, but I'm from Detroit. Do the thing with the stuff. Let's do it. No pop. Just pass. I wonder what his unstable portal card is. It's been there since like turn 1. Oh, that's just great. We have a heal bot and an Alexstrasza left, and and 2 arcane intellects. So we got some outs here. Frostbolt, not one of them. Let's do that. Alright, 16, 19. If he can't kill us here, we win the game. So, easiest game of my life. No way he top decks the Roaring Torch or the Frostbolt. He seems sad. We got him. I think we got him. I wouldn't be surprised if we got him here. Yeah, we killed the shit out of that O2 mirror image. We just ran a giant into it. Don't do it. He's touching his cards.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Mother. Alright, the unstable portal card.
The end is
Doomsayer. Haha. Oh, baby. So, I don't want to take full credit for this win because his Flamewaker was probably the MVP of the match. His Flamewaker had 2 opportunities to kill us, had another opportunity to set us to 1 health to then kill us, but his Flamewaker was on our team today. We did it, boys. So yeah, we were able to make it just defensive enough that a stream sniper playing around every AoE was able to still not be able to win. So I think that's really what we were looking for. I think maybe some more card draw could be something we could do. It could make us run into problems in the control matchups, because the control matchups, the opponent can often probably take us to fatigue since our threats are actually kind of lacking unless we land some replicates, and they could probably play around the replicates unless we Alexstrasza ourselves to then double Molten Giant replicate. So that could get kind of awkward in the control matchups. But I think if you play it right, you should be okay in the control matchups. I feel like we should add an Acolyte of Pain, though, and then ping our own Acolyte of Pain for some draw, just so we can find our answers more consistently. Because we did run out of answers, or ran out of cards there a little bit. But what to cut is the question, and I think Sylvanas is the card that sticks out the most in my mind. I think Sylvanas kind of deviates from the whole game plan of double Molten Echo win with 1,000,000 Giants, because Sylvanas is like a mid-game creature to try and slow down your opponent, and I think we have enough mid-game things that slow him down with just like BGH's, Explosive Sheeps, and Flame Strikes and removal, whereas Sylvanas is like a turn to develop removal that kind of helps if you have tempo so you can set the trades. So it's like, it's okay, but I don't think it's very great, so I think I'd rather just skip over Sylvanas entirely, cycle to our other better answers, and then play our better other answers. So that's what I would do with it. Is an Arcane Intellect fine? We didn't find any of our Arcane Intellects last time and ran completely out of steam and almost lost because of it, so I think one more card draw thing gets the trick done. So I'm just adding that one Acolyte of Pain over that Sylvanas, since Sylvanas doesn't seem like the greatest card in the world to me. Alright, moving on to the next Deckdoctor lick. Oh, we got a donation. Specta just got Skamaz for $3. Sick explanations. Can you please give your definitions of different ways you use the term value? Well, value is how much, regardless of mana and regardless of like tempo or anything, how much a card can do for you. So if you have 5 cards in your hand and they have really high value, they could potentially be better than 7 cards in your opponent's hand, assuming you have infinite life and infinite mana to like play them, or infinite time to develop that card, and then how they trade on board and whatnot. So cards that would have a lot of value would be like Karen was the old staple for one of the highest value cards in the game, simply because for 6 mana you get a boatload of stats. The downside of this card is tempo-wise it's terrible. Tempo-wise you're spending 6 mana to develop a 4/5, which normally you spend 4 mana to, so you're investing 2 mana into the second half, so you lose a bunch of tempo when you play the card, but then eventually, after time, the value pays out for it, and then you get 2 4/5s for a budgeted cost, which helps you in the long run if everybody's trading. If they're hitting you in the face, this card's terrible, because if they're hitting you in the face, you need something that hits the board instantly, has a high power level that can react to things immediately. So you don't need value, you need something that's more tempo-oriented. So that's sort of the difference between value and tempo and how I try and use them. Hopefully that helps and didn't just utterly confuse you and make you start slamming your head against the table. Because Hearthstone can sometimes be a little complicated, especially for people that are just kind of getting into the game, because a lot of the terminology has been built up over a long period of time, and I don't know, I just kind of like fluidly use it now since I've been kind of using it for so long. Alright, Cheddar J, you're on the operation table, bro. Let us see what you got cooking for us.